Hello Aquarius, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aquarius is Vattumannen in Swedish. I am Swedish, and so I will use a few Swedish words here and there where maybe the English needs some clarification. If spirits coming through saying your Swedish peeps need to clarify this one, then I'll do it. I'll just gonna jump right into your reading for the upcoming week. If there's any newcomers, welcome to my channel. And yeah, I don't think it's too much to say other than happy full moon. And there's going to be a full moon in Pisces this time, and it's a huge shift. I feel it's a before and an after. That's the feeling I get. And I've been talking, maybe you've been listening to me for a while. I've been talking about September for quite some time. Just feeling it already, like in July, August, that September is the month. And now it turns out it's like a gorgeous full moon now in the very middle of September. And there's a lot of expectancy around this moon. I keep saying don't give too much credit to the moon. And I know I get people against me when I say that. I just want you to take the power back. Like, don't give your power away to outside things, because it means you can still have an awesome time the day before the full moon, the day after full moon, a week from now. Like, you're in charge. But when the moon is coming like this, and there's a lot of people that had expected a lot of awesome, beautiful things happening around this full moon, that is an energy field in itself, and you can sort of ride that wave. So do that. And I feel like there's like an letting go of one era. Card always wanted to come out, so let's see if this comes back around. I'm calling my channel a new era for a reason. I really feel like we're leaving stuff behind, and actually it has come faster than I anticipated it to. Of course 2020 is coming up next year, and whatever shift is happening right now is already, I feel like it's already happening. So I feel like you're truly leaving a lot of shite behind right now. And with this full moon, like I said, I just feel like there's going to be like almost like a feeling of this is who I was before the full moon, and this is who I am after the full moon for some reason. And just check in again after the September month is over and look who you are then. I just feel like huge shifts. Okay, I'm doing 3 cards at the same time. I'm looking at them at the same time because it gives me a bit of a story of what's going on with you. I just want to show you what it is that I'm looking at. So your first card out is the owl, and that's just it's a super wise bird, a super wise wisdom card. The second card out is sensuality, express your sensuality. And there might be an incoming relationship there in the wings. And then on the end here is letting go. It's exactly what I talked about. So I already see the story here. It's almost like out with the old and in with the new. It's a bit harsh, but yeah. So let's do one card at a time. The first card out, I just feel like this is more your journey. I think I got a visitor here. I don't know what sort. I don't know if that's an animal, if that's human or non-physical. Let's see. Maybe that was a message to you guys. So if you have heard, like if you have had extra activity at home, extra activity at your workplace or something like that, that is a sign for you to sort of listen to. It's not just sounds. It's something for you to. It's a message. Okay, so first card out, owl. Usually when the owl comes, it's asking you to take a step back, to not get so hung up on the details of stuff, because the details will drown you. So it doesn't mean that it is a bad thing. It's not, it's so heavy that you have to take a step back. It can actually also be that you have so much wonderful things to do. There's so much on your plate, and so you get so overwhelmed. And that's good too then, to just take a step back and sort of reevaluate your priorities. What is it that you need to do first, and then second, and then third, and sort of organize yourself a bit. And with this whole shift, I feel like there's like it's deciding time, and I frankly I don't quite know what the deciding time is about. Capricorn got this card maybe in the extended. It resonates with me a tiny bit that it's the same energy here, so it might be a value for you to look into Capricorn as well. I'm just saying, if it doesn't resonate with you, just leave it. I was talking about then, and I feel it's quite the same. It's like you've been asked to let go of the old, and like it's so perfect with the full moon in Pisces right now, with you coming into like the new version of you, the new era, the new phase in your life, and being asked to really let go of the stuff that doesn't work anymore, things that you've done in the past that sort of hasn't served you, to try them 10th or 11th or a 12th time. Only, you know, it will only break your heart. You will break your skull. You will, you know, you can't bang your head enough times in the wall and you know, expect a different result. So like, try something different. Look at it from a different angle. Look at it from a different perspective. There's something on your mind that you need to sort of not be so rigid. Is that the word? So this is the path. This is how it's going to happen. Like, if the universe has a gazillion other opportunities for you, a gazillion other ways to show you how you can work around the situation, how you can get more out of the situation, how you can maybe get help in the situation, to not feel so overwhelmed, then you need to take a step back. Like, okay, so how can we look at this differently? That's what I feel anyway. And then comes the sensuality card. I just feel like you have slowly, and it's coming out next to this being your basic energy for the week, which is like looking at something from a different angle, taking a new approach to this. And then the sensuality card coming out, it just is telling that is you coming in from like a softer side, coming in from, almost I want to say, a vulnerable side. Like, and with vulnerable, I don't mean like what I mean. Sometimes it's quite hard to find the words to describe the energy that I feel. It's like, sorry guys, bear with me. Okay, so it's like you're being asked to let go of something that's sort of, you know, we've tried this over and over again, and it's sort of, it's not going to work anymore the same way that we've done it before. And it's not necessarily so that it hasn't worked before. It might actually be that it has worked before, only now we're trying something new. I feel like you need something new. You need something like bigger. You need something grander, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that you have one sort of car and you have to get a bigger car, or you live in one, like the smaller house, and now you need a bigger house. That's not necessarily it. It's more of a feeling of you need to try to do something different, because I feel like you're getting bored where you're at. Like, it's time for a shift. It's time for new. It's time for you to look at things in a different perspective. And you are shifting as well. Like, you're coming into a way more, do with that what you will. I'm sorry to put that on you, but the only thing I'm hearing is vulnerable. That you might be putting yourself in a vulnerable position. It might feel like it is a vulnerable position because it's a new position. You don't really know how to act here. You don't know what to expect. Maybe if you're letting things go, it feels a bit naked. It feels a bit like, man, am I gonna really let this whole, like, okay, so Aquarius is my Ellen DeGeneres. I know for a fact that Ellen DeGeneres is Aquarius, and if she is not, I've been wrong for a couple of years. And it's like Ellen DeGeneres saying, I'm gonna leave the Ellen DeGeneres, the Ellen show. I'm not gonna do the show anymore. I'm gonna move on to do something different. She would feel vulnerable. She would feel like, man, am I really gonna walk away from like, she would probably start to be a bit bored, a bit, maybe she has so many, like, this is reading for Ellen DeGeneres. Maybe she's so like overwhelmed with things and having so much on her plate, good things, fun things, but still overwhelming because there's so many. Having done the show for so many years, I mean, what a baby that she's brought up into adulthood, and she kept it for such a long time and given so much joy to so many people. Just imagine walking away from that, but still feeling like she's done enough. Like Oprah, you come to a certain point that you just need to do something different. It doesn't mean that you necessarily should do a bigger talk show, or now we're going to do the talk show on the roof. Like, but she needs something different. She needs an other challenge, another, push, expansion in her life, and passion. And that's what I mean. That's just apply that to yourself. Apply my Ellen story to you, and you know what I mean. You need something different now because you're getting bored at where you're at. And then there's a relationship in the wings. They're sort of lifting the whale. They're sort of, it's like they're looking at you. They're following you around. Maybe they follow you on social media. Maybe they sort of keep track of you a bit. They know who you are, and they are becoming interested, but they're sort of keeping their distance still for some reason. I don't know if you're not ready for it, if you're not seeing it for what it is, or yeah, let's see if more comes around that, because now I'm starting to guess, and it's not my job to guess. Yeah, and then the card out here is letting go, which is just there's so many butterflies here on the bottom, which is really telling of the transformation that you're doing now. You're really becoming a butterfly, moving from the caterpillar into the butterfly, the caterpillar being a larva, into a fjäril. And like I said, you're being asked to let go, to then let go of the old ways, let go of the way that you tried to do it before, many times before. Let go of that. Let go of a situation that sort of doesn't serve you. However, like I said, like the Ellen story, if it's a baby that you brought up to adulthood and you're really fond of it, maybe you put a lot of work into it, maybe, I don't know, take whatever applies in your life. And as best as you can, it is time for you to move on into something else, something different, something that will spark your juices again. Because I feel like the alarm clock goes on, but you're not excited. So it doesn't really matter how beautiful it is, that whatever it is that you have put your money and investment and time and energy into, because it's done. It has come full circle. Okay? Borderline, maybe should I do... no, I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to do an extended. I'm going to see where the story takes me and takes you, definitely. Mostly important. If you feel like that was perfect, that was enough, that's all I need for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I just want to take the time to thank you for your donations that has started to come in. I see the names, but I don't know what signs you are. If you want to put in the sign for you guys that's telling that maybe you should donate again, I just want to tell you, if you haven't donated and you want to, you can write your sign there, and it's more fun for me to. I don't know who you are if you want to be like anonymous. So even though you put your name and sign in, I still don't know who you are. There's a donation link in the description box down below, underneath the extended link to get you to the extended reading. So thank you so much for listening, watching, and please subscribe if you haven't. Happy full moon, everybody. Hope to see you in the extended or in the week. Take care. Bye.